outcome. You're doing the best for yourself.
Yes.
Have a great day, my friend.
You too, thank you.
All right.
All right.
We're gonna keep on moving, because again, this is Limitless Living, a full hour of being able to bring you some really great innovations that are gonna make your life that much more limitless. If you're the kind of person who has been kind of apprehensive about getting out and about, going about your daily, maybe hanging out with the family when they go on vacation, maybe it's because it's hard for you to get up or sit down, and you just don't want to have to be embarrassed or feel like you can't keep up with the friends and family. This next item from SitnStand is going to be your saving grace, because not only does it help you to sit down, it helps you to get up from that sitting position. And the part that I love the most about it is it's portable. It comes with a bag that can take this amazing device with you to any seat you might be sitting in, be it the car, be it the restaurant, be it the hotel room, off the side of a bed, wherever it is that you're sitting. This is going to be that device for you. Now, we only have a certain amount of time to talk about this, so this is where I welcome in Laura Baker, because Laura, you've represented this company. Tell me about what it is. This technology is next level.
So notice what's happening here. I don't have to crash down into the chair in order to sit, because I have already inflated it. It has 4 different levels of inflation. So for me, I'm tall, so I want it to be a little bit higher, right? But for somebody who's a little bit shorter, they could just do 1 or 2 levels in order to not crash into the chair when they fall down.
Yes.
So think about like the lift chair that's in your home maybe right now, right?
Big and bulky, right?
The big, bulky, but they're great. They're amazing for in your home.
Yep.
But they are amazing for in your bedroom or only inside of the living room, wherever you have it. You can't take that with you, and it's not adjustable. So with this, notice I have now completely deflated it, and I'm sitting just on the cushion, nice and comfy, that's on top of the chair. If I want to stand up, it's really simple. There's a remote control right here. It has 2 buttons. That's it. Up and down. And it literally is, I want to stand up, I press the button once, and it starts to inflate me by 2 inches. So again, it has 4 inflatable things inside of here. So each time I press the button, up 2 inches, which means I can go up to 8 inches total in order to help me stand. And you can even see the difference in my legs. Notice how before, they were way down here, right? Now, notice the angle of my legs to the angle of my feet. You want to keep your feet on the ground, typically about hip distance apart, and then it makes it very simple to stand up. So no longer do I need to have a lot of leg strength or back strength or somebody pulling me in order to stand up. I can sit and stand much more independently and comfortably.
That's the name of the game, right?
Yeah.
When we talk about giving you your confidence back, it's being able to do things on your own independently. And my friends, I know a lot of you are probably thinking, how much does this cost? It must be an arm and a leg. No, we took $100 off the price. And then on top of that, we are offering you 12 months interest-free VIP financing. How does that work? You use your HSN credit card, and we will divide those payments up over 12 months. Again, if you pay it off in 12 months, interest-free, that makes it $41 and some change to get your independence back, to be able to get in and out of chairs as if you're 20 again.
Yeah, I
Isn't
think
that
about all the
amazing?
things, like when you talk about your family and your friends, maybe this is for you. For me, it's my mom. She calls a restaurant before she goes to the restaurant because she wants to see what the chairs are like, or she just won't go to restaurants because she doesn't like to sit in those chairs for a long amount of time, right? Because they're too hard to get into, they're too hard to get out of. Even with this, if you wanted to have a little extra cushioning, you can leave it on that first level and have that extra cushioning right there for you. And it's so simple because it goes into a backpack. So we literally give you the backpack that it comes in. The entire thing weighs about 6.5 pounds, and it holds somebody up to 400 pounds.
Wait, how many?
400 pounds is the weight capacity on this. I know, right?
You're thinking it's so small, right? The footprint is tiny, but it can literally lift and lower up to 400 pounds.
Up to 400 pounds, and it's completely adjustable. So I'm really tall, but you can see Donna over there is a little bit shorter than I am. So I have it lifted all the way to the top, but Donna actually is going to just lift it to 2 levels because that's all that she needs there. So you can see how it literally takes her and just helps her sit up. The only thing that you really need in order to do this is the ability to stand up, but you don't have to start that lift by yourself. If you think about starting in a chair, normally you have to have a lot of leg strength in order to be able to go and then stand up from there. Donna, go ahead and stand up for me. Let's see that leg strength for you. So just like that, see how it just helps her stand right up. And then when you sit down, she's not crashing into it. I used to be a caretaker for somebody that was in a wheelchair.
Yes.
And every time she sat down on the sofa or at the dinner table in the dining room,
like,
it was a crash. I mean, and it, you know, we almost kind of made it like we had to make fun with it, right? Because there was no other way to do it. And she was in her 20s and you feel so bad. I mean, think about people with knee injuries. This would help with that too. If you have trouble with your core, with your back strength, with your leg strength, the ability to really be able to stand up out of a chair so easily and sit down into the chair without crashing into it and sort of losing all of your balance is really something that helps give you, I talked about the independence, I think it's freedom, right? It's freedom to go on a cruise. It's freedom to go to the movie theater. It's freedom to go play bunco at your girlfriend's house. It's the freedom to be able to go do the things that you're avoiding doing and enjoying your life because it can be difficult to literally get in and out of a chair.
Okay, I have to have a very serious conversation with my friends right now who are shopping with us. We have so many people on with us. And understandably, this is such an amazing device to be able to have it in your life. No, not just for maybe your elderly parent, but just think about the different things like you were saying that could happen to you in your daily life, that this could be an investment for you in the future, because we're all headed in that direction. I mean, let's be completely honest with ourselves. Being able to give ourselves that ability to stand up with ease, it really is a matter of freedom, right? We're not talking about just saying, oh, it's getting in and out of a chair. No, this is ease of use, ease of life, quality of life. And for that reason, I know that's why we have 100 people on hold.
Wow.
Don't wait on hold. Fastest way to always shop and make sure you're getting your purchase home for you to as quickly as possible. I was gonna say today, but yes, there's a little bit of a wait in terms of the shipping, but not much. Make sure you're using the QR code. Scan it with your phone camera app. It will take you right to the item. Put it in your cart, but do me a favor. Do not let it sit in your cart thinking that it's gonna be safe there, because with only 280 of these left, that's right, 280, that's how many have flown out the door today. You wanna make sure that you're securing that purchase. So make sure you're hitting the buy button after you get it in your cart, and then it's yours. And then you have the ability to easily get up out of a chair, sit down in a chair without crashing down into whatever it might be, the couch, maybe it's the dinner table chairs that are not so comfortable. This is gonna allow you to ease into that space. And I love that you mentioned restaurants, Alara, because I think that's a lot of us.
It is.
You always wanna know that you're gonna be comfortable and not embarrassed.
I think it's a restaurant. I mean, we talked about the lift chair, and I love a lift chair in your home because it's fantastic, like we were talking about in the living room. But is it good in the park? Is it good at your dining room table? Is it good in the bedroom where you need it to be? You can't move that big, bulky, heavy lift chair around to different places. A lot of chairs also don't do a vertical lift. A lot of them push you forward. And pushing you forward then puts your whole body off balance. This literally lifts you straight up and down so you don't have that off balance or that kilter rocking motion that tends to happen. I want to show it to you on a chair. This is a very typical dining chair, right? And I want you to really understand what's happening here. So back in the back, you have the battery pack. This battery is rechargeable. It comes with the plug. There's room for it in here to store it. And this is the battery right here. It's magnetized, so it's even easy for dexterity hands. You take this, you charge it overnight. This one battery gives you 5 full days of use. That's 40 lifts up and down, right? Up and down. And watch when I put it back in, it just grabs it. Like I don't even have to mess with it, completely magnetized. And then the charger goes in there and it zips closed. Notice also I have it hanging on this chair on the back of the chair because it has those backpack straps that are adjustable. So if you want to hang it on the back of a chair, you certainly can. If you want to tuck it underneath the chair on the floor, maybe the back is curved of your chair and it's not like this, or it's an outdoor chair or a patio chair, then you can just put it right underneath on the side, under the back, on the front. Just try to keep it away from your feet in order to keep away from tripping hazards, right? Then the remote control, look at this. it's attached.
Oh, so good.
Even if it falls down and swings around, it's not going to fall on the ground and roll a few feet away from you and you not be able to get to it. And it's the simplest remote control, 2 buttons, that's it. Inflate and deflate is all you have. The green button shows that the battery is full, and then it starts to give you a warning light when the battery is not full. Across the bottom of this, there is a non-slip silicone grips. So this helps prevent this from sliding in different chairs and on different materials to give you more sturdiness. And one more thing on sturdiness, there's actually an elastic strap that slides right over the chair if you have a back like this in order to help keep it in place. But I'm gonna have Donna stand up because I wanna show you how you can adjust it from one chair to a different chair. So this is kind of different, right? This has a curved back here. It has arms, which are really good. They're very nice to have arms to be able to have the stability there. So with this, you could put it over the arm, but in reality, I think I would just sort of put it here on the side and then tuck it down underneath to keep it out of the way. Make sure the remote is here and easy, and now Donna's able to sit on it and use it just like that. So you can just set it up depending on what chair you're using, put it on the sofa, you can put it in a wheelchair, you can put it, as we talked about, in the theater. Maybe you're going to the movies and you want to be able to set up and have it more comfortable in the movies. Put it there, take it on the cruise ship with you, because then the cruise ship, you can take it from, maybe you're going to see a comedian at night and that chair is hard to get in and out of. Maybe you're having dinner in the dining room or breakfast in the morning. Well, because it all slides so easily into this backpack and it's only 6.5 pounds, you truly can take it anywhere and get back to living your life and having that freedom again.
I had a real world experience with this when my mom came to visit me. My mom actually thinks it's hilarious that I work for HSN because she watches, and she has been watching for many years, but she goes, Emily, you're always putting me out there. But she appreciates it. She understands that it helps tell the story, that we're all really in it, experiencing these things. My mom couldn't sit in my couch in my living room because it was too low. She said, I'm gonna sit on the high boy table by my kitchen because it makes it easier for her to get in and out of the chair. So she was sitting in a less comfortable chair just because it was easier for her to get in and out of. And I'm thinking of my mom, and I definitely need to get this for myself because I can think of any number of family members who would appreciate being able to get in and out of a chair easier without having the assistance of having somebody have to get up into your arms and lift you up. And it could be a potentially embarrassing situation. We don't want that. We want you to have your freedom. We want you to have your independence, and we also want you to be able to participate with the rest of the family in the living room when you're sitting down on the couch together. This is going to bring everybody together. And if you are in line with all the other people currently, we have so many people shopping with us. Welcome. We're so happy that you're here with us. I'm just gonna remind our friends how easy it is to get this home, because when you break down the payments, we love that we're offering you 12 months VIP interest-free payments. If you pay over 12 months and you pay it off, you get this home for $41.66. That's $41 and some change to be able to have that freedom that we're talking about, that independence, that ability to get in and out of a chair, which you probably thought was impossible on the go.
Well, and you think about the caregivers that are out there too, right? The daughters, the sons, the caregivers that are there, and they're helping their loved ones stand and sit down. That's backbreaking. So what you tend to do is you pull at them, right? You pull at them, you're pulling them forwards, they're losing their balance, you're hurting yourself, you're hurting your back. You can cause a lot of, there's injuries that can happen from that. With this, it's so much easier on both the patient and the caregiver because the chair is doing the work. The chair is doing the standing and the sitting for you. So I'm sitting in it now, I have it inflated. And again, notice how I'm starting to drop down. Take your time with it. It is not a fast inflation. It is not a fast deflation. Each button takes you down simply 2 inches. So there are 4 cushions inside of the main seat. Inside of that main seat, those 4 cushions inflate 2 inches at a time. So I am now all the way flat inside of this. You can see how my hips are below my knees. So for me to stand up, and I'm pretty young and healthy, for me to stand up without assistance is even a little bit more challenging when I'm coming from this direction, right? So now what I will do is I will just hit it once, and each time you hit it, you see how the green light starts to flash. That means it's working, and then you can hear it inflate. Notice how it's going to inflate. It just takes a few seconds. That was 2 inches, and it stops and it pauses. And if you need a minute, if you want to go a little slower, that's fine.
Right.
You can take that time to go a little bit slower. And then when you're ready, you can inflate it again a second time. Now, I would think for most women out there who are under 5'6", 5'5", 5'6", this is plenty.
Yeah,
two,
plenty.
Inflation is plenty. Do the second level, and that will help you get up high enough in order to really be able to ease that way to stand up and stand up vertically rather than leaning forward, right? But for me, I'm taller. A lot of men that are out there as well, when you want to use this, notice how now I'm on level 3 and I can handle all the way up to level 4. So I'm going to go all the way up to level 4 because I really want you to see the difference now between where my hips were and where they started. That's 8 inches higher. Look at the angle difference and look at my body. My body is straight up and down. I'm not being pushed this way. This is a vertical lift, which means now I can stand up so much easier than what I was doing before. So standing is easier. There's no longer that back breaking of somebody trying to help you or pulling you, or having a walker in front of you with the wheels that can slide away from you, or trying to use a cane and get sturdy on the cane. Those are all great accessories, but when you're standing and sitting, it's a different scenario, right? It's not the walking that the cane is so good for, or the walker is so good for. Right. When you're standing and sitting, that stability is really critical to be able to have that in order to not fall down or trip on a rug or something like that.
You know what, I'm already thinking about all my friends. Like, if you're looking for a great gift to give somebody who's pregnant.
Oh gosh.
And postpartum.
You thought about something I didn't even think about. Yes.
My goodness, just to
so
be able
smart.
to sit down, get up. I mean, when you have, especially somebody who's expecting twins or multiples, this would be amazing. I'm just thinking of my postpartum, how I would have loved to be able to have a little bit of help getting up and down before you get back to 100%. This is not an arm and a leg for that kind of freedom. I look at it like this is going to help you now. It's going to help you in the future. And I know that's why we have so many people who are grabbing this right now, getting this home because they realize that it's absolutely an essential for every stage of life. You just don't know what exactly you're going to need it for until it happens. And then you say to yourself,